Brother, kill everyone, brother. I smash everyone. Allahu Akbar! Guys and girls, ladies and ladettes, thank you very much for tuning into another video. Once again, you are the real man. You have aura for clicking on this video. As the title suggests, these are some of the fighters that has the most aura in the UFC currently. I've gathered, well, it's not the highest aura, just I've selected a range of fighters, and some of them are S rank, some of them are A rank, some of them are D rank, and you'll find out soon enough who I've ranked in what order. I've picked out a couple of fighters. I think I've picked out 10 fighters, 10, 15 fighters off the top of my head. But let's get straight into it, lads. Let's get straight into it, yeah? Why not? Apologies if I sound a bit ill. Just revealed it. I've been a bit ill recently. I was throwing up. I had food poisoning yesterday. I'll tell you that for free, man. Food poisoning is not for the weak. I do not wish that upon my worst enemy. Apart from the scum of the earth that decided to raid the country and kill the innocent people. But that's another topic for another day, mate. Let's get right into it. Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. I'm a Scouser, lad. I'm a Scouser. Give me my chicken and coke, lad. Give me my chicken and coke, lad. Oh, let me adjust my mic. We Scousers don't get knocked out, lad. Yeah? Now, some of you might be asking, Paddy the Baddy, why at rank C when Dana White has been giving him his praise? Yeah? Dana White's been speaking highly about this figure, about this man when he entered the octagon. He was signed by the UFC from Cage Warriors. Him and Molly the Nonce. Yes, she is a nonce. I don't care if you want to dispute me on that. Molly the Nonce plus Paddy the Baddy. Horrible duo, but apparently Dana White thought maybe they could bring some firepower to the UFC. I don't know if they have or not. I don't know if pay-per-view numbers have gone up or not because of these guys, but nonetheless, I have him at rank C. Why? Because quite frankly, he is absolutely cringe. I do not enjoy any of his trash talking, any of his publicity stunt. He's just a fat fella from Liverpool, honestly, mate. He's a guy that somehow makes 155 and he thinks he has aura when I don't know where that aura came from. Same fella that had an argument with Mr. La Leyenda, the legend, Ilia Topuria. My foot was a balloon. Same guy that thinks he could take out Ilia Topuria. Well, I disagree. I digress. But yeah, we're not talking about Ilia Topuria. We're talking about Paddy the Baddy. I just think he's pretty auralist, mate. I don't think there's much going for him. You've got that bowl cut trim, yeah, that like a 5-year-old could probably give him. You've got his stupid little dances. And then you've got his cringe trash talk. Granted, he did win in devastating fashion. Last fight against Mr. See you at the top! See you at the top! Bro, my nose is not clear. Sorry, if you hear me sniffing a lot, it's because my nose isn't clear. It's not because I'm doing a line, alright? It's because my nose is still a bit stuffy. But yeah, I don't think this guy's entertaining at all. Oh man, this throat congestion is killing me. Paddy the Baddy, yeah. Standard fighter, bowl cut trim. I don't understand why anyone would have him anything higher than maybe a B. Might be pushing it, but I'd give it to him. If he said he's a B tier, I said cool, you know what, we'll call it a day, agree to disagree, whatever. But I think C is perfect. D might be just a bit too harsh. I was thinking of putting him at D, but I'll give him his two little cents. I'm just making up things as I go along, mate. Yeah. Paddy the Nonce, yeah, Molly the Nonce, Paddy the Nonce, whatever, yeah. I'm gonna stick them in at C. Rank C tier. Next up, Bilal, remember the name Muhammad. I think this is quite. It speaks for itself, essentially. He's not a bad dude, by all means. I have nothing against him. Seems like a pretty chill dude. I'm not disrespecting him at all. Dominant champion. If you say so, I say so I think you should agree with me because my takes are never wrong. Bilal, remember the name Muhammad. He's a pretty damn good champ. He's willing to take on the hardest matchups he can in this division. He asked for he pushed for the fight that no one wanted, Khamzat Chimaev, when they were both at welterweight. He wanted that clearly. He beat Sean Brady in devastating style. He smoked he smoked Leon Edwards. And he's open to fight anyone that's difficult in his division. He's not really holding the division up. And he's facing Jack Della Maddalena on the weekend. Sorry, is it this weekend? No. It's in 2 weeks, I think. It's in 1 or 2. I'm completely off it, mate. Anyways, he's facing Jack Della Maddalena soon enough. But to be absolutely honest with you, outside the octagon, this guy's got no personality. He's got his shades. And whenever he's asked a question from the reporters about whether he'll fight Islam, it's the same dreary old response. Nah, mate, Islam Makhachev, he's like a brother to me, man. I'm from Chicago. I'm from Palestine. I grew up in Chicago. He's like a brother to me. I've done so many training camps with him. It will be too hard for me to fight. He's like a brother to me. He's the same old. He's running a bit scared. Maybe the fact he's fearing Islam a bit might be reducing his aura, but that could just be one of many factors. You see what I'm saying? Because this guy, apart from his Tony Ferguson shades, he doesn't have much else to say. Sure, he'll get into a few Twitter wars with Conor or Ilya. I think him and Ilya had a little back and forth not too long ago. And then you've got Bilal and Conor going back at it. They've gone back at each other quite a few times. I don't think anything in recent times, but everyone clowning Bilal as well in the replies, flaming him, calling him decision merchant. Bilal, I will not remember the name, Mohammed. Same jokes that we hear often. Unfortunate for the poor man, he can't really defend himself because he doesn't really have too much of a personality. Maybe if he went down the route of trash talking a bit and started oral farming, I guess you could say, that would maybe get him to climb up to B tier. Maybe one day he'd even touch A tier, but what's happened there? No, technical difficulties, man. I don't know what's happening there, but yeah, I'll keep it as that. Don't know what happened to my laptop. Bilal Muhammad, I'll keep him in my rank C. I don't think he's got anything special to offer, so sorry, mate. I'll have to stay there. Oh no. Someone say, how have you got headshot dead, bruv, at rank D? Mate, to be absolutely honest with you, this guy, outside of the headshot dead, bruv, I'm from Birmingham, bruv. I'll kill you on the streets, bruv. You enter the octagon, bruv. I'll forget all the trash talking, bruv. I'll kill you, bruv. Headshot dead, bruv. It's the same line he ran with for almost 3 years, man. 3 damn years since he knocked out Kamaru Usman. I'm tired of him, man. I'm so glad Bilal was able to beat this bum, because all he would say is headshot dead, bruv. I'm from Birmingham, bruv. My dad was killed when I was 8, bruv. But I'm a killer now, bruv. Tired. Same old. It's the same script he's been repeating for how many years now. Been fed up. I think all the MMA fans are fed up as well and would agree with me here that Bilal is probably will be a much more active champion, and he's proven to be much more active in the last few months. Look at Leon, the bum, fought Usman twice, took his time, finally gave Bilal the matchup that he deserved after the first one ended in an eye poke, and he got his ass absolutely handed to him. You've got this guy patrolling the streets of Birmingham in the UK, probably going up to every single person pointing his fingers, doing the gun sign and saying headshot dead, bruv. How do you not get tired of the same 3 words? Headshot dead, bruv. Sorry, that's 4 words. I can't count now. Can I? I need a little bit of water now. I'm from Birmingham, bruv. Anyone touches me, you get smoked, bruv. No one could touch me and my team, bruv. I'm tired of him, man. I'm so glad he got knocked out. I'm so glad he lost to Bilal Muhammad. I wish he got knocked out, but that's not the case. Bilal picked him up like his son. And threw him on the ground on his head. Yeah, you see what Undertaker does in WWE? What's it called, a spear or something? I don't even know. Just drops them on their skull. Drops them on the top of their head. That's what Bilal done to this little shit. Turned him into his son, didn't he? So Mr. Headshot dead, bruv, is ranked D because outside of, similar to Bilal Muhammad, except he's worse than Bilal, he doesn't really engage in much trash talking. There was a bit of back and forth between him and Masvidal when Masvidal said, I gave the dude a 3-piece and a soda. I I gave the dude a 3-piece and a soda. What did he do? He did nothing. And then you got Leon saying, and what? And what? And what? And like an idiot. So, yeah, man. D tier, bro. I don't think you could give him anything above a D. He does pause. He has nothing to value. Nothing to value. He has nothing to bring for value. He steps into the octagon, same old game plan. He's a quitter as well, because when everything's not going his way, he'll just quit. So that's minus aura, negative aura points right there. And then outside the octagon, he's just there. He's just existing. Because remember, no one knew what he was doing before the whole Kamaru Usman knockout, did they? It was just a lucky throw of the leg, and it somehow landed on Usman's head when he had lost all 5 rounds. There was 40 seconds left on the clock, and he somehow landed it. I wish that never happened, man. I wish we could erase this man from the welterweight champs. But yeah, enough said. We'll move on to the next aura, man. Oh, I did not expect. I forgot I put him here so soon. Mr. Aura farming himself. Shavkat Nomad Rakhmanov. Listen, mate. Have you seen that video of him entering? I think it's a wedding. I believe it's him, right? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Where he's just wearing that big hat. You see that hat similar to what Habib and his team wear. Well, I think Habib mainly wears it. It's Shavkat there entering the wedding hall with his friends or whatever, and they all look like these burly men from Kazakhstan. These huge men from Kazakhstan. They've got this massive cloak on. They've got, I think, hawks or eagles on either side of their arms, and they're just aura farming, man. That, to me, that video alone broke the scale of when it comes to aura farming. Shavkat done it right. Mate, if that's my wedding, that's how I want to enter it. I've already taken inspiration, man. I sent that same video to about 15 of my contacts on Instagram. I said to them, look, hold me to this, mate, yeah? Because what Shavkat done is exactly what I'm going to replicate. That aura farming was on another level, man. You can't even put a price on aura farming, what he did in that day in the wedding hall. I'm pretty sure it was him. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope my memory's not phased or fuzzed or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, look, even in his fights, man, bar the Ian Gary fight, that was a bit disappointing, if I must say so myself, even though I'm a bit of a supporter of Shavkat Rakhmonov. His fight against, Jeff Neal, that he did get rocked quite a few times, but that headlock and then he just let him drop. Aura farming right there, man. Look, he's got, 17 fights, I think 16 finishes. Record speaks for itself, man. He had a tough fight against Ian Gary, but maybe Ian Gary is a lot difficult than we thought it was. Let's give Ian Gary his props as well, man. But you've got Shavkat Rakhmonov. I had DC's interviewing him one time, talking about how does it feel if a woman admires you, and he's referring to Laura Sanko or Lauren Sanko, however that name is pronounced. And she, as we all know, she raves on and on about Shavkat Rakhmonov, and Shavkat's response is, it's good when you have women admiring you. I don't think he said it in English. I think he said it in his language and it was translated by his translator. But man, this dude just aura farms, man. He just looks scary. He looks the part. He looks like a guy you don't want to step across in the octagon. You see these guys here. I think... No. I don't want to zoom in again. There we go. You just look at his face. He's got... just his face alone. He's just got that I can't even speak English today, mate. He's got that fearful looking face. Not someone you want to be looking across in the octagon, mate. I'll tell you that for free. If you look at, Paddy across the octagon, yeah, mate, piss off. The bulk up boy. Bilal, it looks alright. Leon, he's got a good physique, I'll give him that, so I might be a bit scared. But when you see this man here, just look at his face. You're just staring into your soul. Mate, get me out of there. I do not want to fight him. I'll happily fight these 3 fellas here. Yeah, give me a burger, chips and drink, and I'll fight these 3 fellas here. But I will not step across this. I will not step across in the octagon across this man. I do not want to look at him, because I think I would actually shit my pants, man. And that is quite rich coming from someone that's a middleweight fighter. So I do weigh more than him, but I would shit my pants if I'm honest with you. But yeah, Shavkat Rakhmonov, A rank, and I think anyone could maybe some might say S rank, but I feel like the performance against Ian Gary let him down kind of just a bit. So I'll keep him at A rank for now. I might do an updated list in the future if he somehow becomes welterweight champ, which I don't think he will if Belal is there. If Belal was holding the strap, I don't think Shafkat will get the belt, unfortunately. But yeah, he'll stay at A rank. Next on the list. Oh my god. I smash everyone, brother. I kill everybody, brother. And then I give me fight, brother. I have 2 months. I'm waiting, brother. You're telling me this man doesn't deserve to be... Bro, you cannot put him below S tier. Impossible, man. You look at this fella. We were just talking about aura. We were just talking about being scared when you look at someone's face. Look at this man's face. I've just one-upped you guys. Look at this man's face. I promise you, pay me £1 million. I do not want to step in the octagon with this guy. Actually, maybe for £1 million I might accept. Money talks, but look at his face. Shaved head, shaved mustache, and he's got the beard going on. He doesn't care about beauty, looks. He doesn't care about money. All he cares about is taking your life and adding an extra win against in his record. You must be insane to ask for this man. And I can't believe this man. I think, you know what? I think I would have put this man in D tier. But because you asked for Khamzat Chimaev, I have to bump him up a rank at least. This fight fell through. Leon Edwards would have absolutely died against Khamzat Chimaev. Belal would have died against Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat was still in welterweight. Shafkat would have died against Khamzat Chimaev. This man would be the first triple champ in UFC history if he had a bit of discipline and he stayed in welterweight for a little longer. If he just got the welterweight strap, then he decided to vacate and move up to middleweight. And mind you, he will get the middleweight strap and when he beats Dricus du Plessis. If he waited long enough and got that strap from Dricus du Plessis, and then went up to light heavy when Alex Pereira was champ. This guy, I'm telling you right now, first ever triple champ in UFC history. I'm not making this up, man. I'm a professional UFC enthusiast. I study this sport with all my life. I'm telling you right now, we had a gem on our hands. We really did. And then Khamzat, being the bit of a weirdo he is, the specialty he is, the ball was in his park and he just kicked it out. Why would he do that? But I guess you could say it was aura farming. I don't know, man. I've gone on a bit of a run, haven't I? We're talking about aura and I'm talking about him becoming first triple champ. But look, when you got this man here in the octagon and he's fought 2 men on 10 days. No, so look, you fought one dude in welterweight, yeah. Then 10 days later, you're like, yeah, middleweight, no problem. I'll face that guy there, and you beat both of them in devastating fashion. I think it was knockout and submission. What more can you say? He's that guy. I beg your pardon? He's not? You're very much wrong, mate. You're very much wrong because for a dude to do that in 10 days notice and you just came back, you've just joined the UFC, yeah? Just joined the UFC, you want to fight, there's no obligation for you to go back into the octagon, but you said, F it, mate, let me just step right back in there. You win again and you're looking to fight again and you fight again 2 or 3 months later. So 3 fights in 3 months. Need I say more? S rank doesn't even do it justice for Khamzat. I'm telling you that this man, I can imagine him behind closed doors to Dana. Hey, Dana, give me title fight, every division, brother, every division, light heavyweight, middleweight, it doesn't matter, brother. Give me title shot, brother. He's probably begging Dana to give him title shots, and Dana just can't do that, can he? And he needs to rack up a few wins in his respective division before you can get that privilege. Even if you're a man like Khamzat who aura farms all the time, but yeah, that's how the game goes. Dana just can't turn on and give this guy title shots whenever he wants, because and all these poor fellas in the UFC would be wondering, mate, why is he getting that treatment and we aren't? You know, especially when you've got these 2 fellas here that had to get on long winning streaks before they got their title shots. Khamzat Chimaev, I wouldn't put him anywhere below S rank. Even if he somehow loses to Dricus du Plessis, he stays there. He is my king, my glorious king in the middleweight division now. Enough said. Ilia Topuria. Ah, man. What more can I say about this fella here? He enters the UFC in 2020. He enters the UFC in 2020. No one knows who he is. Suddenly he's making a bit of a name for himself after that. It was Bryce Mitchell, wasn't it? No. After that vicious knockout on Jai Herbert, he's starting to make a bit of a name for himself, yeah? He now challenges Alexander Volkanovski for the featherweight strap. He knocks him out. He knocks out probably the greatest featherweight of all time. He knocks him out. What does he do next? He doesn't stall. He doesn't faff around. He says, give me the other one. Hey, Ilia Sole, Ilia Topuria, and I will kill you and I will smoke you. The crooked nose of Max Holloway. He asks for Max Holloway, and he gets Max Holloway. He says, if you wish to point on the octagon and aura farm, I will do the same. Come to the center of octagon and let's aura farm together. That's literally what he said. Max Holloway refused, because why would you enter the pocket willingly against a devastating power puncher like Ilia Topuria? Yeah? What happens in round 3? Max Holloway gets chinned for the very first time in his career. He is knocked out. Max Holloway is knocked out. Ilia Topuria has defended his belt. He's now beaten the 2 greatest featherweights in the history of the UFC consecutively by a knockout. And he just vacates the belt. He says, I've had enough. I've beat 2 of the greatest men in this division. I'm moving up. The only reason I have him ranked at A tier is because he is 1 win away from joining Khamzat at S tier. 1 win away. And who might that 1 win be? I'll tell you right now, mate. Islam Makhachev. This man somehow gets it done against Islam Makhachev. I will personally remove Khamzat off this list because he does not deserve to be in S tier. There's only a few special fighters that deserve to be here. If Ilia Topuria gets 3 wins against the pound for pound best, yeah, he holds a win over Volkanovski, he holds a win over Holloway, and he beats the greatest lightweight to ever exist in the UFC. My friend, Khamzat has to switch with Ilia. Khamzat will come down to A tier, Ilia will go up to S tier. The levels of aura farming Ilia Topuria will be doing after that win is nuts. It's something that we have never ever seen before. Who does that? Who comes in, who spawns into the UFC and just knocks out 2 of the greatest and then vacates the belt? Oh, I don't want that belt. It's fine. You lots can fight for it. You lots are my son. You lots are my nephews. You lots are my kids. You lots can have it. I'm going up for another challenge. Who does that? Yours truly, Ilia de la Leyenda, the legend, Topuria. I can't even say anything more, man. I've said all I needed to say. Phenomenal fighter. Ecstatic fighter. Respect to him, man. If he can get it done against Islam Makhachev, which I hope he doesn't, go. Greatest of all time, man. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, go. Enough glaze on Ilia. Let's move on to the next one. Oh. Tahir Olanbekov. This is a man that not many people know about. I think if you've got good ball knowledge, if you've got good UFC knowledge, you'll know who this man is. You'll know how, in our language, what do we call it? I've forgotten what we call it in our language. He's a very innocent looking man. A very innocent looking, but he'd absolutely destroy you. A very simple, very shy man that is close with Habib and Islam and Omar and Osman's team. Very relaxed dude. He's the... You just... chill vibes. That's the vibe I get of him. Just chill vibes. He's just a chill dude in the corner you'll see him laughing at a couple of your jokes. He might make a few remarks and he's just there to have a good time, man. He's just there to have a good time. He's not there to cause problems, not to cause hassle. He's in his own world. He's in his own bubble. And I love him for that. I think he's a very innocent soul, and if anyone ever gets rude to him, I think I would personally come out and end your life and take it then and there. You can't ever disrespect my goat in my eyes. My goat. A B tier, because he just simply doesn't talk enough. But he's definitely above C and D. He's a chill dude, so he deserves to be right bang in the middle. I don't think I'm being unjust with these rankings, am I? Tahir Olanbekov. Please watch his videos with Islam. Watch the behind the scenes. If you follow aka Jav or have Javier Mendez on Instagram, you will see a lot of content from Tahir, and it's very wholesome. So I highly suggest you lot watch his stuff. Now, we were just glazing Ilia Topuria. We just finished glazing Ilia Topuria. We were talking about Tahir. Now, we're moving on to Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev. Hello, housekeeping. This man, some might even say put him at S tier right now. He's the greatest lightweight to ever exist. He's got the most title defenses in lightweight history. He went to war with Dustin Poirier. He smoked the best jiu-jitsu artist apparently in the UFC, Charles Oliveira, snapped his win streak. He snapped the Volkanovski's win streak. Yeah, you've smoked two of the, I don't know, top 5 pound for pound fighters in what, 2 or 3 fights, and you're just asking for more. Who's next? The aura farming this man does is on a different level. It can't be measured right now. Actually, I'm wrong. It can be measured because he's not S tier, but I don't think there's much else he can do before he moves up to S tier, is there? I think if this fight takes place between these two fellas here, these two were to fight, and Islam comes out on top, I'll move up. He can join Hamza on S tier. He could occupy number 2 or number 3 or however many fighters that are on this list, because what this man has done in the lightweight division is brutal. He's going through everybody, and now everyone's thinking, what's next for him? Let's get him to move up to welterweight and verse Bilal. Remember the name Muhammad. But as we can see, Bilal doesn't really want the fight, and I don't think Islam is too big of a fan fighting his Muslim brother. So, he did say he's waiting for the whole Bilal versus JDM fight to play out. But you've got Islam Makhachev. I think everyone here has heard the saying, send them to 3 year Dagestan and forget. That is one of the most popular phrases in recent time in MMA history. Islam has the whole world in a chokehold with those phrases. That phrase is so universal now. Everyone's using it in their own way, shape or form, whether it be football, tennis, basketball, you name it. It's just been, they use that same phrase and they give it over to them. His videos, his little clips do numbers, bro. They get millions of views, man. He really is the superstar of the UFC, in my opinion. I don't think there's anyone in the UFC right now that's a bigger star than Islam Makhachev. And you might be asking me, Mr. Smesh, Mr. Boris Smesh, why have you not got him in S tier? Only because he's just literally 1 win away, man. I really hope he can get this 1 win so I can move him up to S tier. I think he's done an excellent job. His trash talking is pretty funny. And his skills in the octagon are nuts. So, literally, look, I'm just giving him 1 more win. 1 more win and I'll stick him up in S tier, yeah? I promise you that, lads. Oh, sorry, guys. I know some of you I might get a bit of hate for this, but Moicano wants money. Is not going anything above D tier, man. That guy is so auraless, especially after filling in last minute against Makhachev. After, who was it that pulled out? After Arman Sarikan pulled out, yeah. Filling in for Sarikan and then at the weigh-in saying, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a F. Moicano wants money. I will be the new champion. That you just lost so much aura for saying that. Because 1, there was no conviction. You didn't sound like you were even convinced yourself that you were going to be the champion. And number 2, that performance there, mate, hang it up. Granted, you are facing the number 1 pound for pound greatest lightweight to exist on planet Earth. For you to just get submitted in round 1 like that, what was it, Darkstroke as well? You lost so much aura points, man. Maybe if that fight didn't take place, I'd keep you at, I don't know, C tier, maybe B. But a performance like that, no, mate. You deserve to stay on the prelims, man, after that. Never again can Dana White ever say, why would this guy ever fill in for a title fight like that? Why didn't we have someone like Justin Gaethje, man? We had this bum here talking about Moicano wants money. Piss off, man. I'm not going to spend too much time on this bum. Let me move on. Shamil Gaziev. Oh my god. I think I speak for everyone when I say our uncle finally made it. Our uncle finally made it, man. Give this guy a title shot right now. Francis Ngannou, Curtis Blades, Tom Aspinall, Cyril Gane, John Jones. Put either of them against this man in the octagon, he will come out victorious. There is no man on planet Earth that could take out Shamil Gaziev. His aura is absolutely nuts. Just look at his physique. He's got the physique of a bodybuilder. You see Sebum. Shamil already aura mogs him. He's mogging him. Look at him. Look at the belt tied around his waist. Before anyone says Photoshop, piss off, yeah? Say no Photoshop. Shamil Gaziev's champ. It's just he's so humble. He vacated the belt and is letting his students fight for it. There's not much else you can say about Shamil Gaziev. He's probably in his own world. He's an uncle that loves to fight for the sake of it. He can easily be champion if he wanted to. But he wants to give his students a chance to claim gold. A really generous man. Clean hearted, you could tell. And he's just good vibes overall. Enough said about Shamil Gaziev. There's only two sports that can stay on S rank, and that's Khamzat Chimaev and Shamil Gaziev. You've got this retarded, I don't know, police officer lookalike. Hey man, listen man. Hey man, Drakus man, you can't be a gay fighter, man. You've got this guy, this buzzcut dude, crazy psychotic white man by the name of Sean Strickland, who has me confused half the time. Sometimes I'm thinking, yeah, this dude's pretty chill, he's funny, and then next minute I'm thinking, what a piece of trash, what a horrible man. I absolutely hate this man with all my life. One minute he's being funny, he's going after X, Y, and Z. He's going on a bit of a run on Twitter. Anyone can hold his smoke, and the next minute he's talking about Bilal Muhammad and running to Palestine and talking about utter nonsense, man. That just doesn't make sense to me. And I would love for these two to fight because I think Bilal can actually beat him. So not Shamsa, Sean Strickland can get humbled, but I have him at B rank because sometimes he can be absolutely hilarious, other times he's an absolute douchebag, an absolute nutcase. Hey man, listen man, everyone knows I beat Drakus, man. Khamzat Chimaev, you better spend one day not getting a cold, man, and I'll beat you, dude. Sometimes he's funny, sometimes he's absolutely unbearable to be around with. So I think B rank makes sense from my side, doesn't it not? And also, I just remembered one other thing, yeah? This is the same man that absolutely puts his heart out into trying to KO streamers. You see these American streamers that come into the cage and try to spar with him. Sean Strickland is throwing 100% power behind his punches. There's no actual sparring. It's just full power from Sean. And the only thing, the vibes I'm getting off that footage, of those training clips, yeah, is that this dude got bullied so much, is now taking his anger out on people that are far smaller than him. Because we didn't see that same energy against Drakus, did we? We didn't see that same energy against Alex Pereira, did we? So if you're going to talk all this trash and whatnot, and you're going to talk all this talk like you're the guy, at least perform like that in your fights. Because you doing that against these small streamers, these guys that are half your weight, that are literally flyweights, that do not train any sport at all and would probably start huffing and puffing after a flight of stairs, for you to just go all out on is just absolutely this stupid, absolutely disheartening to see. Piece of trash, man. I'm not a big fan of this dude, but he absolutely cracks me up sometimes, so I have to keep him at B, otherwise I probably would have put him at C. His comments against Israel Adesanya when they fought were pretty funny, so maybe that's why he's saving a bit of face and I've stuck him at B tier. But yeah, I've rambled on quite a bit. I'm still a bit ill, so hopefully as soon as I'm better I can pump out more videos. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for staying right till the end. As always, please let me know in the comments down below what I can improve on, whether you agree or disagree with my takes, and if you're happy with my style of videos. Take care, lads.